All right, so last time we left off with the starfruit adventurers in the depths of the cave north of Drake's Landing. They had just fought off a trio of banshees that they stumbled across shortly after entering. Um, After fighting those off and tending to the damage done, as two of the party members had been uh, knocked out by the scream of one of the banshees. Um, Kind of settled in, made a camp, took a quick rest, and did a bit of scouting ahead. Um, just as a reminder, you all have a little scrap of paper with directions seemingly written on it, all inside of a picture of a stone. And the results of the scouting ahead on the part of Lilith's Raven revealed that, let's see, at the next turn, um, you could go either left or right. If you were to go right, there looked to be other kind of vaguely glowing, ghostly figures up there. This is just on the other side of the room that is, the floor is covered in ash, and there are bits of rotting meat sitting all over the place. To the left, there is pretty rapidly appearing another intersection where you can go right or straight that opens up into a large cavern with a central pillar kind of supporting most of the cavern structure there. And to the left of the pillar, um, the Raven was able to make out some hulking, like probably classified as large humanoid shapes. And to the right, a little deeper in the cavern, there were a couple of slowly hovering, kind of spherical looking things. But they were a bit too far to really get a good glimpse of exactly what they were. Um, that all being the case, you guys having just taken a short rest after your Banshee encounter, um, what's the plan?
Hey Lilith, you should send your raven to the left path from the entrance. Because
Okay.
I'm thinking, just based on what we've got and what you've seen, I'm thinking maybe these instructions might be the instruction of what path not to take.
Okay. Well, why do you think that?
Um, well, the first direction was to the right. We went to the right and encountered these screaming, ghostly women. Further on down to the left are these those giant things. So I'm wondering if maybe this is the wrong path.
Okay, I'll send my raven down.
Okay. So the first kind of intersection in this cavern was actually, well, there were four paths, one of them being the one that you walked in through. Um, the far left, it doesn't take a whole lot of time to determine that it pretty quickly comes to a dead end. Probably, what would that be? Like less than 100 feet down from the kind of central cavern that all of these paths feed into. Um, the one that you would call the center path um, seems to go on for quite a while. There are a few kind of branching um, halls and caverns off of this, um, but essentially there's only one way to continue for probably, oh, call it 200 or 300 feet. at which point there is another fork in the path. Looking kind of from this perspective, there are flickering lights on both your left and your right, although they seem to be behaving a little bit differently. Would you like to prod a little deeper down this path, or just turn back and report what you've seen?
We could go further.
Okay, left or right?
What was on the note?
It was left, then right, then left, then right, then a bunch of lefts.
Alright,
That doesn't sound good.
whichever way it says on the note.
Okay, so if you're like contradicting the note, which is kind of what it sounds like Togar's telling you to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so then
Yeah, that was.
it said right. Yeah. So it said to go right, and you went left. Actually, you went straight.
Yeah.
Then it says to go left. So I suppose at this intersection that would have you going right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Kind of turning the corner and looking for the source of the light that's kind of dancing along the walls of this cavern, you see a number of small, kind of glowing orbs of light. Just seem to be kind of listlessly drifting around the cavern.
Can I get closer?
Yeah, you can. How close would you like to get?
How far away am I right now?
Let's see. To be able to see them, I'd say you have to be within about call it 50 feet.
Okay, I'll get within like 25 feet and see what their reaction is to that.
Okay. Not attempting to be like stealthy or anything, just kind of flying your way in.
Not like overdoing stealth, but not trying to be obvious either.
Okay. All right. Can roll with that. So, let's see what they would do. Probably just continue kind of fluttering about. Maybe you see one or two of them begin to head what would be your right as you're entering this cavern, kind of toward another path that you can see.
Yes? What? Was that a question?
No. I said you went in, and they didn't really they didn't like directly react to you or I guess the Raven. Two of them though do seem to be kind of drifting off to your right down another visible path there.
I thought you said there were only two.
No, I said there were a number of them. I don't think I actually
Oh.
specified how many.
Alright, that's fair. Okay, how far away is she from us at this point?
Let's see. Gotta zoom out a little bit. Straight line distance, it's about 350 feet.
Okay, I'll just return.
Okay.
And I tell everyone what she saw.
Yeah.
But those lights really didn't do anything. They
No,
didn't seem
we
to
could-
care.
Mm-mm. Do you want to go that way, or do you want to keep listening to the note?
Well, we already know what's there. I kind of want to see what's up with the lights.
I mean, the thing is, like, if we stole this off of a cultist, why would they have directions of ways to... Well, I guess that makes sense if there are things to avoid. Never mind. You wanna go to the lights?
Yeah, let's go check out the lights.
Okay.
Okay, so that's is that the consensus then?
Sounds good to me.
All right. So let's see here. So you continue. You kind of put out your little fire that Lilith had created, and kind of turn back around, heading back into that first cavern and up the middle path. And following it, your footsteps just kind of lightly echoing as you walk. You come to an intersection where, again, you can see to your left, flickering lights, to your right, flickering lights, and, well, the ones that the Raven had checked out last time were the ones to the right, so continue as you will.
I will summon my mage hand and just kind of slowly find peek around the corner, find the nearest light, and try to reach the mage hand out and see if I can poke it. Not hard.
All right, and given, again, that both directions were lights, you're talking about the ones that the Raven did go and investigate?
Yeah, I'm going to go to the
Okay. Okay. All right. So, yeah, you kind of, like, poke your head around the corner. What's your range with Mage Hand?
30.
Okay, you're going to need to get a little bit closer than that.
That's
Probably
fine.
another 20 feet or so before you're in range.
That's fine, I'll do that, assuming there's nothing... assuming they don't react at all to me being in the room, I'm cool with that.
Okay. Yeah, you see now, there appear to be 4 of these things, just kind of hovering around, almost like little leaves or something being blown about in a kind of a gentle wind. They never settle on the ground, though. They always find a way to kind of lift back up and begin their fluttering again. All right, so you get within 30 feet, just kind of at the cusp of your mage hand range. And yeah, I mean, they don't seem to really be reacting to you in any direct way. Just sort of fluttering around.
Right,
And,
I'll try to catch one then, if they don't react. With the
Okay.
mage hand.
Okay. Let's see here.
Are they just light, or can I see anything that's making the light?
They just look like tiny, like orbs of light, kind of fluttering around in this cavern.
Can I check if they're will-o-the-wisps?
Do you know what will-o'-the-wisps are?
I don't know.
Let's have you make a check for that. I guess.
I mean, I know what they are.
Well, I know you know what they are, but I'm trying to figure out what would be the most reasonable way that Maya would know about these things. Probably a history check, like, based off of stories that the sailors or converted sailors might have told. Yeah, so you're familiar with the concept of will-o'-the-wisps and how they're kind of coalesced undead energy, and they often tend to lure unsuspecting adventurers to ill fates.
But do they look like these?
Kind of fits the description. I mean, you've heard will-o'-the-wisps described as kind of just little balls of light that float and just draw people in, basically.
Okay. I want to whisper to Togar that I think these are will-o'-the-wisps.
What's that?
They're like little, I don't know, evil creatures that kind of lure people to their death. By
Probably
looking
should
pretty.
show Bungdo this then. I have a feeling he'd be the one to chase after them. Are they tough? Like, can we just fireball them?
I mean, do I know if you could kill will-o'-the-wisps?
With that check, I'd say you've probably heard tell of people fighting them off in battle, although they don't take damage easily.
Okay, I will pass that knowledge on.
Yeah, I don't think I'm down for another fight. I'm still gonna try to, like, grab one with my mage hand and see what happens.
Okay. So yeah, you summon the mage hand and it just appears, and you try and catch one like a firefly, and you see the hand kind of reach over and envelop the little glowing light, and I mean, it seems to obscure the light, so it looks as though you've got it.
I'm gonna, like, try to close the hand around it and just kind of try to move it around. Basically, I want to see if I can make a lantern out of this little thing.
Okay. As you do that, all of the little flickering lights in the room just go out, and you are left in darkness.
Okay, back it up. Back up. Dismissing mage hand, and I'm getting the fuck out of there.
Okay.
You're not gonna tell anyone?
No, I'm just saying back up. To everybody.
I try and grab onto Togar so I'm not left in the dark.
I would assume you're like right next to me, so I'll just grab you and kind of drag you with me.
Okay, good.
Wait for me. Okay.
I'll grab Trogdor.
All right. So you all beat a hasty retreat from this part of the cavern. Are you going to kind of retrace your path, or would you like to explore the other as yet unexplored path here?
I don't know. What do you guys think we should do?
I
Well,
feel like the most guarded areas is going to be the path we need to take.
we definitely weren't supposed to take the last path.
No.
Why not?
I think those were will-o'-the-wisps, which tried to kill you.
They remind me of bugs we used to catch just outside of Thogladar.
Well, hopefully those didn't lure people to their death.
No, they made a nice little squish sound when you squished them, but they also lit up.
Okay.
So you could essentially paint with light up paint.
That's
There.
pleasant.
Yeah. We're dwarves, alright? We're amused by iridescent things.
It's not surprising. So do you want to just do what the note says then, if there are dangerous things in all directions then?
Sure.
Anyone else?
Yep.
I think that sounds good.
Okay. So back to the little cavern where you fought the banshees and kind of proceed from there then?
Yuppers.
Okay. Yeah. So as you get a little further away from that last encounter and kind of slow your pace a little bit, maybe Togar can kind of feel his pulse slowing down a little bit as the adrenaline, at least, I wouldn't say fully subsides, but at least settles a little.
Yeah.
Again, you find yourselves in the kind of entry cavern here, and going in the direction that you are now, you hang a left and find the remains of the fire that you had been sitting around just a few minutes ago. There's only one other exit from this little chamber here, which leads straight ahead. And again, as you remember from scouting, there is the choice to turn left or right up ahead after you cross a room whose floor is covered in ash with bits of spoiled, rotting meat kind of littering the floor.
So we went right, and then we went left, correct? And then.
Well, okay, so essentially, from the entrance, where you are now would just be your
first
first
right.
right.
Okay. You didn't see anything in that ashy room, did you, Lilith?
I don't think I did.
Just ash and meat.
And before there's a giant fire trap that burns everything alive in there when you go in.
It's dragon.
You know what? I'll say, let me go in.
No,
First-
no. No, I send Aletha in for, and she hops around on the ground.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, so you send the bird in, and it kind of lights on, some little pile of ash somewhere. And just kind of hops around. You see little talon prints behind the bird forming. No discernible effect going on.
Okay, she comes back to me. I turn back to Togar, like, well, if you want to try it now.
sure. I'll go in no more than about 25-ish feet.
just far enough that you could make it out in, let's call it 6 seconds.
Or I could Misty Step the fuck out, but...
Yeah, that too. Okay, yeah, so you proceed in, and you feel the ash kind of like crumbling, grinding a little bit under your boots. But yeah, beyond that, there doesn't seem to be anything happening in response to you entering the room or walking around in it.
I'm going to throw an acid splash as far into the room as I can and book it out from that 25-foot range.
All right. How far is your acid splash? What's the range on that?
60 foot?
Okay. So yeah, you chuck a little like globule of acid that just splatters on the ground, and you hear a faint kind of sizzling, bubbling sound. And yeah, you run for the door. Doesn't seem to be any response other than the sizzling of the acid.
Is there any light in this room?
There are not any light sources, so yeah, whatever light you need, you will have to provide.
Hey, Maya, do you have a torch? I've got an
I do.
idea.
I mean, I used it to light the fire, so I have another torch.
Okay. I will
But I
summon...
only have 2, so...
Oh. I was going to say, I will summon Mage Hand and say, well, here, give it to my Mage Hand, and I can scout in a 30-foot area around us. Then we can see what's going on.
I pray to Bahamut to be the light in the darkness.
Okay.
I have some torch. How many torches are in the Engineer's pack?
10.
10? Okay. But I give like 5 of those to Maya. I don't need them.
Well, I'll pass one to Togar.
Alright, I will kind of look at it blankly. Can you light this? I don't have a way to light it.
I light it with my,
Okay.
tinder box.
Alright,
There you
I
go.
hand it to my Mage Hand and take it out, hover it out 30 feet away from me.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, not much in terms of variety. It's like you see, maybe just barely at the outer reaches of the light from that torch, you can see a little bit of the cavern wall, kind of along the side. Um, there is uh, basically I don't know, probably 3 foot tall, approximately 2.5 to 3 foot wide stone, kind of sitting toward the middle of this chamber. Other than that, everything is pretty samey, unremarkable. The only disturbances in the ash are there's kind of a single discernible um, path where like the raven had kind of hopped around, and you imagine, probably the same deal where you threw your acid, and then of course there are your own footprints.
So I see one cavern wall. What about the other wall?
Well, let's see. To paint kind of a full picture here, you can see just a little bit of the cavern wall to your left. You can kind of watch as the wall to the right continues on, kind of angling outward to fill out the cavern and eventually out of sight. Yeah,
Is it all ash all over?
the entire floor seems to be coated pretty heavily in this ash. Yeah.
Then there's a big 2 foot by 2 foot or 3 foot by 3 foot stone in the middle.
Yeah.
I'll say, hey Lilith, you want to have your raven check the other side of that rock?
Yeah. She goes and checks it.
Okay. More of the same. The ash floor probably continues on for, let's see, let's call that like 70, 80 feet, like directly, across from where you are, before kind of subsiding and giving way to the other two corridors that kind of feed into this cavern.
And then those two corridors. On the one side there was the floaty eyeball or the floaty balls. The other side there were the large figures, right?
Well, that's later.
That's
so
later.
what
Okay.
you're looking at here, there's a shorter path off to the right that has kind of faintly glowing humanoid figures, and then that's the right path, and then the left path goes on to another intersection where you could go either straight or to the right. Straight ahead, there is a large cavern, probably the largest one you've all seen in this cave system so far. And in that cavern, there is a probably 30 foot or so in diameter column. And to the left of the column, you can see those large hulking humanoid things, and to the right, still in this chamber, but kind of divided by the artificial barrier, I guess, of the column, were those two large hovering things.
They're in the same room. They're just around one side of a column or the other.
Basically, yes.
Okay. Alright, I guess I will walk up towards that rock, and I'm gonna have my mage hand just kind of like bump it. Once I get close enough to where it can.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. You walk a good 30 feet into the cavern here, leaving another set of ashen footprints as you do. You summon your mage hand. You kind of prod at the stone a little bit. It doesn't seem to react in any way. It sits there.
Alright. My mage hand still has the torch, so.
Okay.
Alright. And is this room kind of rounded? Or.
Kind of. Like, the part on your right is considerably more rounded than the one on your left. The left is more of a almost straight wall that kind of feeds directly toward the pending intersection.
Okay. So we can see most of the left wall.
Yeah.
Are there any holes or anything on the wall?
Um, Nothing that strikes you as out of the ordinary. I mean, given your experience in that cave north of Perrin, I'd say you probably know what a Grick hole looks like.
Yes.
And yeah, you don't see anything resembling that.
Okay. I'll kind of put my back to that wall and kind of walk towards the intersection, like the other intersection. Like the
Okay,
next one.
so yeah, kind of crossing over to the other side of the room.
Mm-hmm.
All
Very
right,
carefully keeping Mage Hand kind of out, sweeping out, so we can see.
Okay. Yeah, so kind of making broad, sweeping passes across your soon-to-be path, and yeah, you do that through this left wall. Kind of feeds you directly to the left leftmost path, away from the glowing humanoid things to the right. You could probably just barely make out some kind of glowing light for yourself as you're kind of looking across the room now at that rightmost path. But
Okay.
not much detail to be seen from where you are.
I'm not close enough for them to notice me, am I?
Doesn't seem like it. I mean, you can barely see them and they're glowing, so.
Okay. I'm gonna just make it over to the way out of this little like room,
Mhm.
and then I will just kind of bring the torch over to me and have motion for them to come over. There's the
You have a torch?
Yeah,
A
in his
torch.
mage hand.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I go over with you.
Yeah, I'll go over.
All right. Trogdor?
Yeah, I'm not sitting by myself.
Okay. So yes, I suppose then this would constitute a left-hand turn, as you choose that over the right path.
Yes. So we've gone right and now left.
Yeah, and now directly in front of you is another decision to be made, as ahead of you is this expansive chamber, and you can hear now kind of a heavy, like labored breathing sound echoing from the left-hand side. The occasional like kind of grumbling grunt sound. And that's really all you'd be able to pick up on from your current vantage point. But you've got either that chamber directly ahead of you, or a considerably narrower kind of corridor in the caverns, about 15 feet wide, that goes off to your right.
I'm gonna send the raven down sneakily to where the breathing is.
Okay. Let's make a stealth check for your raven. Okay. Take a look at something. All right. Yeah, you don't seem to draw any attention sending a raven over, and yeah, a quick, nearly inaudible swoop kind of through that branch of the cavern reveals probably half a dozen of these large creatures. I mean, how close do you want to get? It's kind of a risk and reward thing here.
Close enough that I can see what they are.
Okay. Yeah, I would say, you get to within, call it 30, maybe 40 feet. And while there are considerable pieces missing out of a lot of these things, there is kind of a familiar shape to the things that you see standing here. Go ahead and let's see what kind of check would make sense for this. I guess call it a history check. Low DC, but
All of it?
Oh, very, very low DC.
I mean it's some kind of like big brutish creature. Um, you probably would be able to tell just given the kind of missing chunks of them that these things are probably held together by something more than natural life. But beyond that, it's kind of hard to place them exactly. Maybe they're so mangled that you're not sure quite what it could be.
Can she describe them to us?
I was gonna suggest that.
See if maybe any of us happen to know what they are.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Anytime the Raven, anytime the Raven sees something, I just tell you guys what it is.
Okay.
Could I make a religion check?
If you want.
It's the same thing as my history anyway, so.
Okay. I mean, this doesn't really match anything described in a religious capacity.
No. I guess I'll do a history check.
Okay. Definitely sounds like it could be something along the lines of an ogre.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And there's
Just-
a half a dozen of them.
Yeah.
Do
Most
I,
of them with bits and pieces missing from them by the looks of it.
When you say bits and pieces, like just like chunks of flesh, or
Yeah.
They may be undead ogres.
yeah, well,
Do I have any idea roughly how strong a regular ogre is?
They're strong.
I guess we could call that. You probably wouldn't have encountered any of these. So this would probably be based on stories. So give me another history check. Let's see. You would know that while they tend to give newer adventurers a bit of a run for their money, even one versus a party of them, your group has advanced enough that an isolated ogre or two probably wouldn't pose that much of a challenge. Half a dozen, that kind of remains to be seen.
Didn't we fight an ogre shortly prior before the billet that nearly body slammed me to death?
You did not. You fought a troll.
Oh, okay. I will relay all the stuff I know to the group.
Does this hallway, I guess we can call it, how big is this hallway? Can we fit one ogre down that, or can multiple ogres fit down through there?
You're talking about the one to your right?
I'm talking like the room the room with all the ash in it.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Depending on what you chose as your choke point, you'd probably have to deal with 2 or 3 ogres at a time.
Yeah, shit.
I speculate aloud that if they're undead, maybe they're weaker, like the beholder we fought.
And I go, oh, speaking of that, hey Lilith, what are those orb things? Can you send your Raven to get a little bit better idea?
oh yeah, I was gonna do that. I'd do it now.
Okay. Go ahead and give me another stealth check for the Raven. Or, well, I'll do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead and let me do a stealth check for your Raven.
Yeah, exactly.
I will not allow that.
Okay. Yeah, so you send the Raven forward, and it takes a while before you even see them. They seem to have drifted a bit further away from your current position. But yeah, you do eventually get to a point where you can kind of make out that they're, again, probably large in size. They look like large floating spherical things, and as the raven draws a little bit closer, you can begin to make out bits of movement along the kind of outer, surface of the creature.
Ew.
Yeah. Would you like to push forward and try to get a better look, or is that sufficient for you?
I want to go further.
Okay. Give me a chance to make one more stealth check.
I allow you to make a stealth check.
Okay.
It's a meatball.
I hope it's not one to
Flying spaghetti monster.
Yes.
All right. So let's see. The raven goes on ahead, and just as it's like drawing near, one of the creatures turns around, and through the raven's eyes, you can see a massive mouth that just kind of hangs agape with a number of sharp, large teeth. A few what look to be tentacle type things reaching out from the core of its body, and a single milky white, entirely obscured eye. And at that point, one of the tentacle-like appendages begins to glow. And
Run, bird, run!
It's a flump.
Aw, flump.
Okay, so I need the raven to make a Constitution save.
We chose the right path.
It is fried chicken.
Yeah, what's the raven's HP anyway?
Like 4 or 6 or something like that.
1.
1?
One.
Yeah.
Okay, then never mind. No need for that save.
Oh.
There's just a flash, and you lose contact with the raven.
Oh. Bye, Raven.
Oh yeah, it is. 1d4 minus 1.
Yeah. So I just turn back to the party, like, well, the Raven's gone again.
Did you happen to see what it was before the raven went away?
It was big and round and
Shot a laser,
with
right?
a big eye. Yep.
Yep, that's a beholder.
Yep.
Did
We
they
fought
both
one.
look to be about the same?
It had like a cloudy eye though.
Yep, it's probably the same thing that we fought in the basement in Thogladar, an undead beholder.
In the how many of those were there in there?
Just one, thankfully.
Now I'm asking Eric.
Oh,
Pretty sure you made out 2 floating around on the other side of that cavern.
oh, they're on the opposite side of the cavern from the ogres.
Yeah, so essentially, think of it this way. You're at the south end of the cavern. There's that big pillar in the middle. The ogres are along kind of the west side of it. And the probably beholders are kind of in the northeastern part of it.
And it's
Oh,
a big
no.
cavern.
Yeah, I mean, fully across, it's probably about 100 feet.
Oh, I thought they were in down a different pathway.
No, the only reason it's divided is because there's a big pillar.
Oh,
In the
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
So what I think we should do is lure the ogres in to this room that we're in now. or at least try to, and try to fight them here. Because if we alert the beholders, they will eyeball laser us to death while we're dealing with the ogres.
Maybe use your mage hand to just like poke one of the ogres.
I got a little better idea than a mage hand as I draw my Togarian hand axe.
Oh yeah, that would work too.
Yeah, I figure I might be able to dig into one. I mean, they're not really the brightest thing when they're alive, so I would think being dead makes them even dumber. So I might be able to put a hurting on one of them before they even notice that, well, they're getting a hurting put on them.
Really, do you think you could put another bonfire down once we get into combat so I could see?
Yeah.
Well, here, I'll give you this, and I'll hand you the torch.
I mean, it's hard to hold on to a torch while fighting.
Yeah, I have both my hands taken up, shield and flail. Stick it in the ground if it's not rock.
I mean, it's pretty much all rock.
Would the torch go out if we set it flat on the ground?
I mean, I could just keep my mage
Possibly.
hand up.
Is mage hand concentration?
I don't think so.
I think. Oh, that
No.
was. Oh, it's not?
No, it stays for a full minute. So I could just have it floating in space, holding a torch
Yeah.
for a minute.
That's convenient.
Kind of. So you think I should go up and poke the proverbial bear?
I
Go
can,
ahead.
I can lure them in here with dancing lights.
Yeah, but I want to do some damage.
Okay.
Well, let's see how perceptive they are. And I'll put the Togarian hand axe away and pull out my rock.
Maybe we should ask Bunga what we should do.
Is Bungdo still dead?
Bungdo is not dead.
Yep.
No, but everybody is awake. You guys just kind of probed one path in these caves and kind of came to the conclusion that maybe not the best way to go.
Too many fucking banshees.
Oh, will-o-wisps.
Yeah. There were these little dancing lights in the in one of the caverns there, and Togar tried to grab one with Mage Hand, and as soon as it like covered the one, all of them in the room just went out, and so everybody's like, "Nope, fuck this," running away, and you went back to the Banshee room and are continuing on in that direction. You're currently at one edge of a cavern, about 100 feet wide. It's got a large pillar kind of right in the center of it. To the left, you see about half a dozen what you presume are probably undead ogres. And beyond the pillar, kind of to the northeast, are what seem to be another pair of undead beholders. The party seems to be in the process of trying to lure the ogres out and deal with them.
My plan
Anything
was
else?
throw a weapon at them and hurt them, and see if they come. But I want to see how perceptive they are, and I'm thinking about throwing a rock. And then
How thick is that pillar?
what?
How thick is the pillar in the middle of the room?
About 30 feet.
Oh, never mind. I was gonna say maybe we could try and smash it and make it fall onto one of the beholders or something.
No, it's how high is the ceiling in this place?
Probably about 60 feet.
Oh, okay, it's plenty of room.
Well, I'll be here waiting for combat to start.
Alright, I'm just gonna kind of get up to the edge where, like, if I were to take a couple steps more, I'd be walking right out into ogres, and I'm just gonna take my rock and just kind of throw it, like off to the kind of like to the edge of the wall behind them. Because if they're hanging on the left-hand side, I want to throw it like to the left-hand wall.
So they look at the wall and not us if they spot it.
Yeah, basically, I want to see if they notice the clattering.
All right, so to reach that wall is probably like a 70-foot throw.
Who won't be through it?
Can I use Mage Hand and throw it? Because I could go 30 feet and then I've got Sharpshooter.
Yeah, I mean, you probably wouldn't get the greatest distance out of Mage Hand, but
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
you
fine.
could at least get to a point where the hand is almost kind of in the group of ogres, and then maybe just kind of lob it up over their heads and
Yeah,
see
I
what
just
you
want
can
it to
do.
be on the other way. So, like, if they notice anything, I want them to all turn away from me.
Right.
70 feet is not that far to throw something.
It really is.
So
I'm just informing him of what it is.
I know, I'm telling him that he's a puny dwarf and should work out more if he can't throw a rock 70 feet.
Use your thunder cannon. I mean, no.
That'd be fun.
Oh, boy.
I thought the point of you distract them was you want to deal damage.
Well, I want to turn them around so they're all facing away from me. Because
A
that's
rock is more effective than a human figure.
Wait, what?
With dancing lights, you can make it look like a person.
I don't want them to know
That's
something's
how
going
we-
on. I just want to make a noise and see how perceptive they are.
They're gonna know something.
Well, maybe like a rock just fell from the ceiling.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That happens.
Alright, fine. Don't let me use my super cool cantrip.
All right, so yeah, Togar, you're doing the Mage Hand rock throw thing.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you kind of quickly, quietly make your way up to the kind of edge of the cavern proper, and look around the corner, pop your rock out, and summon Mage Hand, kind of swing it over there, about 30 feet from you, and kind of gently lob the thing, kind of just over to the other side of the ogres, and all of you can hear the rock kind of clattering across the ground once it hits. Let's see. So it looks like all but the closest ogre turn around with just kind of varying.
I don't think they can hear you.
What? No, I hear him.
I can hear him just fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Discord's been having weird stuff going on. Like people have just been losing audio. Maybe try restarting Discord if you can't hear anybody. Anyway, yeah. So all except the closest ogre turn and look for the source of the clattering sound. The
Did they
closest
ru-
one.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
The closest one being probably 35, 40 feet away from you.
Okay. What's the next closest one?
Probably another 10 feet beyond that.
Okay. Do they start moving towards it or anything, or do they just turn and look for it?
Well, the immediate reaction is they all just kind of turn and they're staring in that direction. If you're gonna wait and see like kind of how everything plays out, yeah, a couple of them do begin to kind of lumber toward the place where the rocket landed.
Is it kind of Skyrim guard style where they walk over, look around, and oh, guess nothing's there?
Kinda, yeah. Like they don't appear to be the sharpest opponents here.
Okay. I will return to the group and say, yeah, they're about as dumb as they are in real life. So, how?
What?
What?
Aren't we in real life?
They're about as dumb as they are in real life.
Well, sorry, in life.
Oh.
in their
Okay.
actual lives.
When they're not dead.
Undeath has not made them any smarter. So
Unlike Ron turning into a bird.
yes. So I guess what is this dancing lights you speak of?
So, hang on. For torch-sized lights within range, I create 4 torch-sized lights within range, and then I can move them around, and I can combine them to make it like vaguely resemble a humanoid form.
Wait, why don't you use those for light? For the people who
'Cause
can't
it-
see.
Because it's concentration.
Oh.
He's a bonfire. It does a lot of damage too.
Yeah. With
Well-
a space this open, though, I feel like they'll probably just step out of the bonfire.
That and light in a lightless area is probably not the best idea. It's going to attract some attention.
That's fine. We're tough.
I don't think the bonfire has that far of a light range, like 40 to 60 feet or something like that.
But it's a completely dark cave. That's not the best.
Do it around the corner from the tunnels so things in the tunnels can't see.
Light goes around corners.
Yeah, we
We'll put it
should.
right there around the corner.
If we're gonna do it, we should still try to draw them back into this room that we're in, so we don't attract the beholders. Because that would be a bad fight.
Maybe you should just throw your dagger on one of them, get a sneak attack, and then we could push back into the tunnel.
That's what I was thinking. If you guys want to fall back and hug the wall, I can, let's just say, use a little bit more of a distraction and see what kind of damage I can do before they notice. And then I'll come running, and as soon as I get inside, just know to be ready, and we'll ambush them as they come through. Sound like an idea?
Yeah, just gonna need light when they initiate combat, or else I'm gonna be useless.
I mean, right now we have the torch.
Yeah. I'll say, Trogdor, you should probably hang the farthest away from the entrance and hold the torch. Or Maya. I guess Maya can move faster.
I was gonna say I should be the one blocking them from hitting you guys.
So Maya, you want to hold onto the torch, and then as soon as I get in, I'll grab it from you with Mage Hand and just hold it up?
Sure.
Okay. So, alright, I'll wait for them to all get in position, then I would like to stealth over to back, basically where I was. And instead of using the Togarian hand axe, I instead pull out my magical dagger, and I will use that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The ornate dagger, or just something else?
No, I have a +1 dagger.
I thought the ornate one was as well.
No, the ornate dagger is magical, but it's not a +1.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay. So specifically, like, what's your positioning here?
for me, I'm gonna go back to where I was when I had some of the
Thank
mage hand and toss the rock.
Okay.
Basically just within range to be able to throw a dagger and hit one.
All right.
I want to be the front of the line, but probably 10, 15 feet into the tunnel, so they can make it around without seeing me.
Well, from the way I'm imagining it, the room with the rock in the center, it's rounded on one, like it bows way out on one side and it's flat on the other. So if you guys are against the wall on the rounded side, like just inside or just on the other side of that entrance, I can run right through and hopefully hide. And then they'll come lumbering in and not even notice you because they'll be chasing me, and you guys can get the jump.
Or maybe we could even just let them run right past us.
And just to clarify and make sure
There is a light, like, they're going to see us.
Put it out.
Unless I put this light out.
Anyway, to clarify for you guys and give you relevant tactical info. Yeah, the opening leading back to this room covered in ash and spoiled meat is approximately 30 feet wide. The hallway to your right, which is kind of your other option going this intersection, is about 15 feet wide, with a few little kind of recesses throughout it. And then obviously the big cavern ahead of you just opens up wide. So, yeah.
I was thinking we go back to the ash room and have people hide along that wall, and I'll just run in there. That'd give us a little more of a choke point to hold them back at that entrance, and then I can also hang back and watch our asses.
Well, as soon as they see the light, they're gonna know something's there.
Yeah, but I would hope by then I could have the light in my mage hand and just have them following me. So, get the light away from you guys.
Small snack.
Okay.
So,
You gotta eat something.
all right. So I guess I will now stealth out to that area again and drop my dagger.
All right. So
Would
just
you
in
like
range is 60 feet, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Would you like a stealth check?
I already made one for you.
Ah. I assume I did well.
Well, nothing's trying to eat you yet.
Cool.
Um,
As a side note, I would like to recall the rock when I get there.
okay.
So, just back to my belt. And then I'll draw the dagger, and I will pick one that's not really paying attention to me and aim for, like, the nape of its neck.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, with your 60-foot range, you can pretty much just peek around the corner, like at the entrance of this cavern, and just, throw your dagger at wherever. I mean, unless you intentionally want to be deeper in,
No,
you don't have to be.
no, I'm just going to peek around the corner and toss it.
Okay. Okay. So you want to hit a close one, a far one?
Obviously something within range. One that's not really paying attention to anything.
Okay, so anyone except the farthest one, really.
Yeah, I don't want to hit the closest
sorry,
one.
anyone except the closest is what I meant to say.
Okay.
But yeah.
I want to
Okay.
hit one of the farther ones.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, you throw your dagger, and I mean, honestly, you could probably reach the farthest one back.
Shit.
So do that.
Can I give them my inspiration? Oh, wait, no, you have your own, don't you?
Yeah, let's fucking use it.
Okay.
Advantage.
All right. Yeah. So the dagger cuts through the air. You just hear it kind of as it leaves your hand, and there's kind of a weight. And eventually, you hear a followed by just this loud.
So I hit it.
You did.
Did I do sneak attack?
You did. It didn't know you were there.
Cool.
Does 17 kill it and prevent the roar?
Not even close.
Oh,
So-
jeez.
I will instantly recall the dagger back to my belt and take off using my bonus action, whatever I've got, to just haul ass away. Like,
Okay.
basically throw it. As soon as I hear that splat, I'm fucking hauling ass. I'm gone.
All right.
Fast as my little legs can take me.
Throw his bonus action hide
There's nowhere to hide.
against the wall.
Nope. Running.
Lay on the ground so when they run through, they don't notice you, but they step on you. You get squished.
All right. So that being the case, I guess it's time to roll some initiative. But first, Let me get you in position here. 'Cause you are hauling ass away.
What was that?
I'm guessing the party at least has a little bit of a lead on you, so you can kind of be the only thing that the ogres see, right? Or what's the intent there? Because I know for a while you wanted to be the decoy. Now you just kind of threw your thing and ducked out of sight. So what's the plan?
Basically,
Bungdo can be a distraction if he charges in as a rhino.
well, do you have a battle map? Because I can better describe what I was planning.
Yeah.
Okay.
1 second.
Because I can kind of show you a bit more.
I will go where the group wants me to
Please
go.
don't charge in as a rhino.
Aww.
Oh, I rolled a 2.
I need to be able to zoom. There we go. Okay. All
Why no rhino?
right. Which one's the ashy room? Alright, just for the sake of being able to see what the hell's going on, can I move my character down there so I can actually see what that room looks like? You're also not pushing to talk.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So this was the room with the big rock, right?
I didn't see a ping or anything.
Oh, sorry.
That's the room with like the 3 foot by 3 foot rock.
Yes. Okay, with
Yeah.
all the ash in it.
Yes.
And then where was I take it this is where the ogres were?
So through that kind of opening and then to your left. So kind of over yonder.
Okay, I wanted to have everybody, like, here.
Okay.
So along this wall, and I was going to just kind of peek around the corner, throw my dagger, and
Yeah.
then haul ass back this way and just keep running straight
Okay.
towards this rock, wherever the big rock is. This way. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Everybody cool with that?
That way they're out of sight, and then I'll grab the torch as I run by, and continue distracting them.
Can you put some arrows on this? Because I can't consume it. Do not enough.
What?
Some arrows, like. Well, let's see. You can't
Sorry,
see
I'm not
drawings.
pushed to talk. Okay. I want you to draw on like what your steps is.
Okay. So
And I don't think she can see drawings, so be aware of that. You probably want to use your measuring tool.
yeah, I'm just moving my guy down here so I can actually see. So essentially, I wanted you guys from like here to about here in a line like this. This is right next to the wall. And then I take it Trogdor would be first, whoever would be next. Yeah.
Yeah, literally can't see anything.
She doesn't have a
There you go.
torch. Alright. I hear her through your mic.
Sorry, I can only see what about this much bright light.
Yeah, basically a ping worth of bright light.
So here, follow Togar. So down here and up against this wall is where I wanted you guys to hide.
Alright, I'm in position.
Yes.
Did you already roll a stealth check for me?
No, I didn't know you were
Or
making
hiding?
one yet. Oh yeah, okay.
Alright,
Yeah.
Bundo, you coming through?
Woohoo!
I have to organize it still, but every time people-
Selected.
what?
Round drawn boxes.
What? I am draw box.
There's it.
There we go.
There you go.
So there's boxes now. It's canon. Ancient ancient troll markings on the ground.
Okay, so Eric, I'll let you move me to wherever I was to get just in sight. I'm not gonna go any farther up.
Okay.
So, but that was my idea: was to hide, chuck that, and then just start running.
All right. So you would have thrown from there
Okay.
and hit the back one, and then yeah.
Which one?
So
This one or? Oh, I don't even see that one.
you should have been able to. Interesting. I'm gonna say you hit that one anyway. Just fuck
Okay.
it.
Cool.
Did Bungdo and Trogdor not heal during our short rest?
I used
Uh,
all 8 of my hit die.
Bungdo used half of his hit dice because he was like out. So yeah.
Can Bungdo use the rest of his hit die?
I mean that's your call. Yeah. So if you want to, you can.
Retroactively healed.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
I mean, he
character.
wasn't there.
Yeah.
Eric made the decision
Right.
for him.
Yeah. Wow! Fuck!
Oh.
Dice!
Yeah, I think I had like 2 or 3 nat ones out of my 8.
Okay. I'm out of hit dice, but that gives me a spicy 29 health.
You should be close to full.
72 out of 89. 84.
I wish I had 84 hit points.
Yeah, I've got 57. What the fuck?
Oh, I'm missing 20 health and I'm at 59.
I've literally rolled the opposite of my other campaign on hit dice. I've rolled absolute fucking trash for that.
I am Will Wheaton.
So, do I get
Indeed.
my movement from this?
Yeah. I'll say that's kind of part of your preemptive strike there.
All right. So we got
So-
1, 2. I get like the dash to bonus action dash.
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that would be that'd be where I am.
Okay.
So
Cool.
and you just hear
So-
oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit as I'm as I'm hauling ass.
And you start hearing rattling of armor. As my adrenaline's pumping, and I rolled a 2 on stealth check.
You
Yeah.
think you stealthy as
okay.
fuck.
Right. Wow.
I mean, I'm not much better.
Yeah. Okay. So anything you guys are doing as, Togar is kind of making his way down the hallway, just screaming, well, not screaming,
Yeah.
muttering under his breath, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. You don't hear the footfalls just yet. Maybe they're a little slow to react, but anything in prep?
Raising my shield.
Okay.
Loosening my limbs for kicks and punches.
Okay.
I already produce flame.
That's more like
All right.
Actually, before we actually go, instead of readying produce flame, I'm going to turn into a bear.
Oh, okay. What kind of bear?
Oh, damn it.
A big
Or-
bear.
What was I last time?
You don't. Last time you were a polar bear. You don't have like a concentration spell that will do damage.
Me?
Yeah, because you can transform as a bonus action.
You can do like an area spell.
Yeah.
I don't think I have any of those.
I think what she's asking is, do you have Moonbeam?
I do not.
Oh no, I don't. No, I'm just saying that if you.
I do not have damage spells that are AoE at all.
Okay.
I mean, I could get some, but
All right. But not at the moment. Okay.
Blight is AoE, right?
All right. So, polar bear was it?
yep.
Okay.
Whatever I was last time was the best one I could be.
Okay. So let's see here. Should still have it here somewhere.
I mean, it's normal to find polar bears in northern caves. This is normal, right?
Everything is normal with Bungdo.
Exactly.
So, worth noting, you don't have dark vision. So, you are going to be depending on other light sources. But can you at least see your polar bear token?
I can.
It's like black now, but I can see the 43. I cannot see. No,
Not even the little circle of light.
it's black.
Okay, 1 second then.
Great. Handicapping the party some more.
Yep. Fucking y'all over. Please hold.
Hey, Lilith, why
Bears,
don't you close your
bears
eyes,
have night
too?
vision.
Why don't I close my
How's that
eyes?
feel?
Alright, that's better.
Cool.
Might as well handicap
Alright.
ourselves fully.
So, let's keep this moving. Let's see. Togar has a turn before the zombies continue. So, still running?
I'm actually going to... So we're just kind of loosely following the initiative?
Well, I
until
asked
others-
everybody if there was anything they want to do, and they pretty much said no, other than turning into a polar bear.
Okay.
So, that just brings us all the way down to you.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I look over and go, holy shit, that's a bear. And I will summon Mage Hand with my action. Like,
Okay.
right next to Maya, because I'm pretty sure I'm close enough. Yeah. I'll summon it,
Okay.
like, here.
Alright.
Take the torch from Maya,
By torch.
and I'm going to leave it hovering about... Well... hang on, let me do the Mage Hand thing, because I'm not sure exactly if I can... I don't think I can move it on the same turn I summon it.
While we're talking about Mage Hand, if you were to move out of its range, does it disappear or does it just drag behind you at that range?
It just disappears. It vanishes if it is ever more than 30 feet away.
Oh,
So would you allow me to, if I summoned it in a spot, to move it from that spot for the 30 feet of movement that it has?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm going to, I'm gonna move it to about, I would say let's go right about there.
Please hold, I'm setting up your torch.
Oh, okay. No worries.
I saw more light.
Okay.
Double the light.
Ooh.
Not double the light.
Double the light!
So I will move it there, and I still have a bonus action, so I am going to run to that point. Right there. Right here, with my bonus action dash.
Okay.
And then that will end my turn.
Alright. So then at that point, you hear the
You know what,
thumping.
let's bump the torch one more. Sorry, move it one more over. Just get it kind of right.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, you can't move it any farther, because otherwise I won't be able to see.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't plan on moving it, and I've got it like kind of floating up a little ways in the air, so that it's not in the way of fighting.
Alright. Cool. So, ogres, move. Let's see.
Clenching my butt cheeks and praying to Bahamut. This gave 3 spooky 5 mean.
Oh, you got a light source. Don't worry.
But it's not the same.
Okay, so there is just this thunderous, like earth-shaking, like hectic rumbling now as half a dozen undead ogres are bearing down on you. You can just, actually, I don't know if you can see them from there, but it sounds like they're just leaving the cavern. All right. Anything else before they move?
Hold my
No.
ass.
For me, so they've already moved, right? So I get another move.
Yes.
I'm gonna realize I'm kind of dumb for standing out here in the middle of nothing of the open. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, whoops, 2, 3, 4. Ah, damn it, got stuck. Let's see. If I do 5, would I be able to hide, or am I still kind of out in plain sight?
I mean, the only stipulation on hiding is they can't be able to see you right now.
Okay.
So yeah, they can't see you right now, so you're good.
All right. I'm going to use a bonus action to hide, and I will hold my attack until one of them comes within sight, and I'm just gonna chuck a dagger again.
Okay,
So
cool. Anything else before they proceed?
Holding attack and just trigger it on if they get within range.
Okay,
I'll hold an Eldritch Blast.
okay. Here we go.
Polar bear!
what?
So you see the first one come running down, and it's like fixated on the hovering torch, just kind of looking at it.
Oh boy. Can I throw my dagger?
Please
Does it
hold.
go through?
Okay.
And you see behind it a number of
Oh.
other ones.
We have to do initiative for the polar bear. I had it for Bungdo. I think it was 13 if you want to just assign that to it.
Oh, yep, I'm good with that.
Yeah, that's it.
Zero! Oh, 0!
Okay. So, yeah, it's standing right there, transfixed by the torch, at least for the time being. Those of you who have held attacks that can reach that, go ahead and let loose. Okay.
I
Could
throw
I
my
have
flame.
held an attack for a dart?
Yeah.
Ooh, Lilith, that second hit. Ouch.
I think. Hang on.
You rolled a crit. Well, crit damage at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we have to take 4 away from the second? I think it only adds it once. Because there are 2 beams, but I think it only adds the charisma.
Oh, is that from the invocation?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah, okay. Cool. Alright. Alright, so you guys, like, just unload on this thing, and, yeah, so, dagger, Eldritch Blast, another Eldritch Blast, a dart, all just impact this thing at the same time, and it's kind of like thrown off balance for a second before righting itself, and you see it kind of slowly turn its head in the direction from which the barrage came, and just
Blarg!
it seems to be, I guess, barely bloodied.
Ugh.
There's 6 of them?
Yeah.
We're fine. I'm bear.
I hope they don't have worms.
So all of this happened on their turn. And actually, they hadn't quite finished the movement yet. They are dashing, so they're not going to be able to attack you guys, but we're going to get a little closer.
If he gets in melee range, I'm smashing his booty.
Do it.
Smash his booty. Yeah, the booty.
Oh, it's not supposed to be disadvantage, but yeah. Actually, do I get disadvantage in... Well,
No, you're in light.
Yeah, no, you're good. Okay, cool. All right. So then finally, their turn's done. That brings us to Lilith. What are you doing?
I'm just gonna blast that closest one again.
Okay.
Bang boom.
William.
Bang boom indeed. Still standing, looking kind of rough now.
That will be all.
All right. Maya.
There's one right in front of me. Is it the injured one?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I am going to.
I like that you measured out 10 feet.
I am going to try and just straight up punch it.
She's gonna punch you instead.
Yeah, from where are you punching it? Yeah, you are.
Sorry, I can barely see me. I thought I was Togar.
Oh.
I can.
You can move to the other side of me if you want.
I am trying to move.
Oh. Select
Not letting
the
you.
arrow.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
There. That way I don't get in Polar Bear's way. Okay, now punch.
All right, punch. You hit. It's like this wet slapping sound as you just punch this like cold, clammy, blubbery exterior of the thing.
Sounds like it's good for my skin. I'll punch it again.
Punch it, you do.
Now at a gym near you. Skin saving punching bags.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, the thing's looking pretty rough. Like, probably one more hit could feasibly down it.
Polar bear!
I'm gonna take this as my bonus action.
Okay.
Nice.
Cool. And then that's it.
Yeah.
Trogdor.
Going to attempt to finish it off. Oh, jeez.
You swing, and you just the swing feels entirely off, and yet, thump! You hit it. And let's see. So yeah, the thing, like one of its legs just like splinters. You can like feel it give, and it just collapses down, kind of folding back on itself.
Complete ragdoll physics.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, but
Let's see. I need to do a thing. Okay.
Uh-oh. Got the zombie reanimation.
Maybe. Okay, and as it does that, somehow it pulls itself back up.
Oh,
It's
no,
like
you don't.
unnatural. Okay. So you swing and crack it over the head. It's like clawing its way back. You hit it. It goes back down.
Why won't
And it
you
gets back up.
Oh, you got back up again?
It got back up again.
Oh, jeez.
So, like, the thing's skull is partially caved in. It's got a horribly broken, mangled leg, but it's just, like, grabbing onto the cave wall and hauling itself back up still.
Oh, jeez. Well, that's the end of my turn. Or actually,
Okay.
Would I be able to shoot my breath weapon like that? Or is that little lip of a wall blocking it?
Yeah, it's kind of blocking it.
Alright. I'll just hold it then. End of my turn.
Okay. Bung to the bear.
Actually, I could use it anyways.
I'm gonna move over her, and
Okay.
then I'm gonna multi-attack, which is all right.
Four on the bite.
Well, it's
Man.
pretty much dead, so you should attack it once and then see if it dies.
Well, the action is multi-attack.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, you're still allowed to split it. That's fine. But,
Oh.
yeah,
Well,
so let's
I'd
just
have to
take one
move too.
attack at a time. What's the modifier on that?
+7.
Oh!
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so that's
That
1d8
modifier.
plus 5.
Okay, are you rolling or should I? Okay. All right, 9 points of damage. So yeah, you lunge at the thing and attack it. And it's 9 points of damage. And you're just like tearing into it, and it like collapses down on the ground, and you kind of pull back, little bits of like ogre blubber dangling out of your mouth, and you just hear "Argh!" as it gets back up.
Okay.
Third coming of the
That
Antichrist.
hits.
Okay, and that is for.
Damn!
Boom, bang, pow. I need a corpse.
Okay. All right, yeah, you lunge back on it and keep just scooping out like pawfuls of the thing's insides, and again it falls still, and there's kind of this like uncomfortable pause as you're all looking around waiting for it to get back up, which it
glare at
does.
Is
Oh,
it,
no.
is it
What
technically
the
prone?
fuck? Okay. Anyone have any? Fuck, I have fire attacks.
Is it prone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. Was it prone after the first down?
Like not really. I guess. I mean, the flavor-wise, it like kind of sat back up. We'll consider that going forward, though.
It's like an inflatable tube, man. It might go down, but it still gets back up.
There you go.
The windsock.
Inflatable. Huh?
So, yeah.
Well, did what I could.
Wait, don't you get a third?
Nope.
Oh.
That's what the ogre looks like in Discord.
Okay. Cool. So that's it for Bungo?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. Togar.
Okay, my toast.
All right. So, if this thing's prone, if I were to go out of attack range, would it get an attack of opportunity on me?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna disengage, so it
Isn't
doesn't.
it disadvantage when it's prone, though, for melee?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm disengaging anyway. I don't
Okay.
need it. And I'm going to go ahead and lob one of these right here. Right. Let's see.
Doesn't it have a 5-foot splash?
I'm gonna lob it at this guy. The
Oh.
one back here.
Okay.
So, or can
Um,
I throw it like right here? I don't really know.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Okay. So it's a dex save throw, or they get max damage of acid splash. No. Yes. What
Is
level
it
are we?
Max or half, or is it...
No. It's just they either save or they don't.
All or nothing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I just
So
rolled
that's
max.
what's the save on that?
14.
Okay, so 2 of them just barely make it. The other one rolls a 2. So in the order I rolled them, I guess we'll go nearest to farthest. So the farthest one takes that damage, which is 12.
12.
Okay, cool. All right.
So.
Um,
I'm
yeah.
actually gonna hug this wall here after that, and that'll end my turn.
Okay. Looking something up. Okay. So, I guess we'll go closest to farthest. So the closest ogre is going to like claw its way up to a standing position, and I guess the thing that was most recently fucking it up was the polar bear, so that's what it's going to swing at. And it's got this like crudely fashioned club in its hand that it just kind of like overhand, not even so much a swing as like flailing in such a way as to get the arm to move that way. There's like serious structural damage to this thing. That is a 14 to hit.
Probably hits.
Yeah, yep. Polar bear AC is 12.
AC 12.
So that's 12 points. Oh, what?
After it hits the first one, I want to do that for my reaction from Sentinel.
Okay. So that is 12 points of bludgeoning damage. You marking or should I?
What's the Constitution?
Well, I've hold on. You probably can't see the HP bar, can you?
Looks like it's 42 HP total.
Yeah.
You said 12?
Yeah. Do you have a way to keep track, or do you just want me to do it? Because I've got it like already up on your mini. Okay.
Oh.
Cool.
I'm just gonna like keep track of it like that. That way I can.
That works.
We both can. That way we can just compare if we need to. I'm sure it's fine though.
Cool. Okay. So Trogdor.
Foil attack.
Okay. Yeah, you swing and you hit it. And let's see how.
Hey, down.
It yeah, so it crumples back down to the ground again after smacking the bear, and yeah, this thing is beat like to a pulp. I mean, you can see it like attempting to strain and like fight its way back up, but eventually it just finally lies still on the ground.
Oh,
We should just chop their legs off so they have to like crawl. And then we should chop their arms off. That way it's just like ogre nuggets. We can sell them.
Okay,
Make
so
bungos.
that's it for that one ogre. Then we've got more of them that are going to do stuff. Okay.
they can constitute.
Please don't kill me.
I guess that one's going to be there. Make an attack on Bungdo the bear.
Stand.
that's an 8 to hit.
It misses.
Yeah, I figured. Okay, and then we got this one that's going to kind of barrel down, and we're going to treat the corpses as difficult terrain. So this one is like standing on the pulpy, beaten up corpse of the one that you just dropped. Let's see. Hold on.
Fresh meat.
And it is going to choose kind of randomly to attack Trogdor. Swing its.
Wait, what?
It's attacking
What's
you.
attacking?
The thing that just stood on top of the dead ogre.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't notice the X is gone.
Yeah. That's an 8.
Nope.
So probably a negative on that one. Okay. One more is going to come down and attack Bungdo.
Ooh, they only got one attack?
Yeah, that's a 25 to hit.
Well, misses,
Just barely
obviously.
hits.
Yeah, totally. So you are now down to 18 hit points.
I appreciate that, Taylor.
Wait, what did you say?
It just barely hits.
Just barely.
I was gonna say it just barely misses.
You two are fucking unbearable.
Bear with me. It gets better.
Now I have a bear hug and runs over.
All right. The other ones had to basically sprint to get to that position, so they can't make attacks on Bungo. That brings us to Lilith. What you doing?
could say they ran the bare minimum to get into my range.
How does the one on the
It has taken a bit of damage, but it's not really like on its way out.
Okay, so right. Wait, how do I?
Where are
Okay, yeah,
you?
right. Me, I'm right here.
She's in the back.
Oh, I can't. I'm like right there.
She's here.
Oh, okay, I
Yeah.
can't see
Can't
that
do
far.
Okay, so up in this corner, right there, a cloud of daggers appears.
Okay.
Yes.
The air is filled with spinning daggers in a cube of 5 feet.
Okay.
And he won't take the damage now, but a creature who
Alright,
the creature who enters it first turn there will take some damage.
Gotcha.
it's at fourth
And
level,
it's
right?
yeah, and it's no save, it just takes the damage.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Cool. Maya.
Okay, well, there's now a new one in front of me.
That there is.
So, punching it again because my knuckles are a little cracked in these cold temperatures.
Okay. That hits.
Max damage.
And I will punch it again since that was successful.
Oh.
That was not quite successful though.
So here's the thing, right? Their AC is 8.
Another thing Maya instantly hits no matter what she rolls.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm just literally rolling damage.
I guess.
Well, roll for crit, because you might crit.
What, are you rolling it, or ruling it differently than raw?
Yeah, I mean, for something that abysmal in armor class, like, yeah, whatever, dude.
Hey, it's their fault.
If the attacker has an 8 and the defender has an 8, the attacker wins, right?
No.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah,
That literally.
Sorry. Yes.
That
yeah, if you
literally
meet
means
AC.
That means I can't miss either. Because I have +7.
Okay, good to
Same
know.
here.
That's,
There you go.
We're all just gonna be
I actually
constant.
can't either. I have a +7 with my dagger.
Hell yeah.
Jesus.
Lilith.
I have a +7.
Okay.
So we're always going to
So
hit.
yeah, all your attack rolls just hit.
Okay.
That's gonna streamline things.
You guys were scared.
Okay, well, I'm gonna hit it again and again.
Oh, oh,
Okay.
damn!
That is spicy.
She's just
Alright,
punching bagging.
Yeah, you're just chipping away at this thing. There's like holes you're just punching in its flesh. Still standing. Still
You're at least
seems
ripping
like
out
it's got a
organs,
little.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, 40 points of damage. I'm doing
Yeah,
quite a bit.
pretty gnarly. Okay. Still standing, still pissed, still, yeah.
Okay,
that it?
well, yep, that's it.
Trogdor.
I'm going to finish off the mess Maya turned this thing into. Or attempt to do.
Okay. Okay.
Just heads up to the party. Bungdo the bear could use some assistance over there.
Indeed. So swing, hit with the flail. The thing is still standing.
I want to go help Bungdo,
Don't do it. It's a trap.
but I will take my chances. I'll take that one opportunity.
Okay. Let's see how that goes. Nope, that's a 7.
1, 2, 3. I can still see fine over here, right? Even
If you can see, you can see.
Yeah, that's the whole point of the
once you're-
dynamic lighting thing.
All right. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Bungdo the bear.
Oh God. Okay, I think I'm gonna hit the one below me on the map.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
So it's action disengage and run around.
Doesn't matter. That's so that and then
Okay.
20. So 24
Okay.
damage.
24 points of damage. Okay, cool.
Bang boom.
On which one?
The one below me.
Yeah, the bottom one. Okay. So, yeah, you lay into the thing and you hit and tear a bunch of chunks off of it. It's still standing there, still looking pretty hardy, but you did a good bit of damage.
After I hit it, I would like to glare at it and bare my teeth.
Okay, duly noted. Cool. And that's it.
Bark, bark.
Bark bark says the
Are you
bear.
a dog?
He is a dog bear. Confirmed.
I like it.
Okay. Cool. Togar.
Alright, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. Oh shit, never mind. I didn't realize I was getting into attack of opportunity. So 1, 2, 3. There we go.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hup a dagger at this guy right there.
Okay.
I automatically hit. And since he's face up with Bungdo, is that sneak
Yep.
attack?
Yep.
Okay.
Literally anything you hit is sneak attack, I think.
Um,
They're all.
And bonus action, I'm gonna, as soon as the dagger returns to me, I'm gonna throw it again.
Okay.
I wonder what CR an elephant is.
So that did some damage to it.
Indeed. All right. Any other like movement or anything you want to do?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay. That's gonna bring us to the ogre zombies. All right. So first, yeah, the one takes damage. Good call. 15.
3 ones.
8d4. Huh.
Okay. So yeah, it's just standing there, getting like cut to ribbons, and you see it collapse and stay down.
Nice.
Damn!
So is there like a 5 to 10 foot tall hill of dead body right there?
There's a
Yeah.
pile.
In that particular point, I would say that's just not traversable anymore.
Does it just have a bunch of knives like sticking out of its face?
Out of its everything. Yeah.
Are they just continuously stabbing its dead body too?
Oh yeah.
Minecraft character, but instead of arrows, it's daggers.
Yeah.
Hey, Eric,
Okay.
Druid,
Yes.
Druid form for CR is 1/3 of your level, correct?
With your circle, it is, yes. Like, because you're a moon druid.
So, like, if it's a CR4, I have to be level 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
It might be
So.
either with this circle. Could be wrong.
No. It's a lower if it's not that circle.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, I guess we'll start at the top.
Yeah, because elephants are fucking broken, and I want to be one.
All right. So, the top one swings at Bungo. That's a 16 to hit, so that's going to hit. You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
I think I'm at 10, yeah?
Yep.
Bungdo the bear's looking rough.
Next one, we're just going to kind of go clockwise here. Makes an attack. 17 to hit.
Hits.
Good God, 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Bungdo the
All
bear
right.
is dead.
I have. You said 16?
All right.
Yes, they take 6
Um,
damage.
Yeah, so you're going to take 6 off your Bungdo form.
Yeah,
And
I'm at
since you're
66.
shifting, yeah, since you're shifting back down, I will let you choose which one of those 4 spots you occupy.
If you go to a lower one, he might go into my.
What was that? Cut out.
If you choose one of the lower spots, the thing might have to go in.
It might have to go into the dagger.
Ah. Yeah, I'll do the bottom left corner one.
Bottom left. Okay, you got it. Please hold.
Beep boop.
Yeah, your CR limit is 2 for your wild shape right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. So, second one did that. So the next one, I guess, is going to, because it's going to have trouble like squeezing through the other two. Going to kind of push past the one on the bottom here.
Was the bottom one that attacked, or was it a different one?
No,
No.
we did top right, then right, and now we're on the what was the bottom right is now moving to bottom left.
Oh, okay.
And let's see, it.
Hit me.
I'm gonna roll for it.
Okay.
Did it just pass through its ally space?
It
Yeah.
pushed it out of the way.
Oh, okay.
It was rude.
Okay, so it is going to attack Togar.
Good.
That's a 16 to hit.
That is my AC. I'm gonna
Okay.
go ahead and uncanny dodge.
It's
It's been
All right,
forever
so-
since I've used that.
Yeah, okay.
Now what?
Okay. So you have the damage. So after having it, you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, I can stomach that.
Yep. And then obviously that flail hits.
Yeah, movement speed is 0.
Ah, okay. Okay. Then that'll bring us to the one directly above Trogdor. It will roll to see who it attacks because it's dumb and it doesn't think very much. So we'll just let it be random. Okay, it's going to swing on Trogdor. 24 to hit.
Ooh!
Oh, it came at me. It hit.
It came at you.
Came at you
And
well.
it came at you for 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
You done fucked up, Ron.
All right, and that's going to do it for their turn. Lilith.
Oh. I have. Yeah, I can't talk. I'm gonna. Which one looks the worst?
That would be the one directly above Trogdor on the map.
Okay, I'll just hit that one.
Oh! Oh!
I think if it goes down from that crit, it doesn't get back up automatically.
You don't know.
That's max damage on a crit.
If it
Okay.
works the same as regular zombie.
That's nasty.
I have my character sheet open. So every time you.
Huh?
What happened? What?
All right, so yeah, you blast the thing twice, and it you see like chunks of it just flying off, but it's not down yet.
Oh.
32 damage.
All right, anything else?
That is all.
Maya.
Okay, I am going to take a step down here and attack this one
Okay.
to the left.
Okay.
I am going to continue with my punches. Punch.
Ooh!
That max damage too.
Yeah.
Punch.
Only one.
Punch. Punch. Punch.
What?
Gosh, those are high. And I am going to have it make a dexterity saving throw or be knocked prone. Because I forgot I could do that the last time.
That's a big old one.
It is prone.
You go to kick it, and it tries to dodge and falls flat on its face.
Which one of those?
Oh no, those are all punches. I'm not kicking today, I'm just
Oh.
punching.
Well, you go to punch it, and it tries to dodge and falls flat on its face, doing what you wanted it to do.
The one you
Exactly.
knocked it down with. Which one did you do it with?
It's not the one
The
face
one
up
to the
on you.
left.
It's
No, I
this
mean
one.
like which punch?
Oh, the last
Oh, okay.
one?
I wasn't sure.
Or I guess I could do any of them.
If you do the first one, wouldn't it be auto crit for the last three?
No, it's just
No.
advantage.
I'm not gonna let you choose like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just happens at the end.
Okay.
Like, there was a crit with a shitload of damage and it's knocked prone. We don't have to cheese it more. Like,
All
it's perfectly fine.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else for Maya?
Gosh, it's a lot of damage.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
No. I think I'm good.
Cool. Trogdor.
Which one's looking worse now? The one on the left or the one right ahead of me?
The one right ahead of you.
Alright, I'll hit that one.
Okay. Swing and like take another chunk out of it. Still standing though. And okay, you swing on it, and yeah, like this massive hole just like appears in the side of it. It's like gushing some kind of fluids and internal organs, and it collapses
Woo!
and stays down.
Sweet.
Ooh.
Alright, I'm going to take the opportunity hit.
It's stunned.
I thought it was just prone.
Yeah, I think it's just prone, right?
Oh, is it just prone? I thought that was a
Yeah,
stun
it's
one.
just prone.
So it makes that attack at disadvantage.
AC's 21.
Well, I don't think a 9 is going to hit that, so carry on.
Going to put myself in between. 1, 2. Okay. And that's in my turn.
Okay.
Alright.
Togar.
I'm next. I have 13.
Oh, yep, that's right, because
Under
you
the bear.
changed back.
Alright, I'm going to use Cure Wounds on Trogdor.
Oh.
Did you use any spells last time after the long rest, Eric?
No.
Okay.
Because you were asleep for like that whole fight.
Yeah,
And then Healing Word on him as well.
he did.
How much health
actually say-
actually do you have, Trogdor?
What?
After that 16 heal, how much health do you have?
58 out of 79.
58 out of 79.
Eric,
Oh, you're missing a fair amount.
can I spend more than one key point a turn?
So you're at 77. And Bungdo is done.
If they're stunned, what's the rule on stuns?
Incapacitated, can't move, can't speak, only falteringly. Creature automatically fails strength and dex saves, and attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
Okay.
So, yeah, sorry. What was Bungdo doing?
He healed Trogdor.
I'm done.
Cool. All right. Togar.
Tough decision. I'm going to kind of look at this one that's just prone and just kind of laugh at it. You're not even worth my time. And I'm going to say, excuse me, Maya, push past Maya. Excuse me, Bungdo, push back past Bungdo. Walk
Okay.
right up here. I'm going to stab this fat sack of shit right in the chest with my dagger.
All right. Stab it, you do. And that's the first damage this one has taken.
Throw that on there. And
Certainly not.
just going to stab it again, too, because why not?
Okay.
Opportunity attack though?
No.
Already
I took
burned
it. On
it.
you.
Oh yeah, oops.
That's why I laughed at it. So, alright, and then that'll be my turn.
All right. Gonna go starting at the top, going clockwise. One attack on Trogdor.
Alright.
That is a 19 to hit.
It was not hit.
Okay. Roll to see who the next one attacks. That's another attack on Trogdor.
Alright.
That's a 10.
That one somehow mysteriously hits.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Is there a time constraint on that proneness, or is it just like able to get up on its turn?
It's just knocked prone.
Okay. So then the one that is prone is no longer prone as it stands up.
Was it the same turn that I used my sentinel action, or was that a previous round?
I don't know. You keep track of that shit. It's your job. Okay. So then that one stands up and rolls to see who it attacks.
It runs over and attacks Lilith.
First thing it sees, despite having been grounded by Maya, is it just locks in on Bungdo. And is going to attack him. 18 to hit.
I'm super stealthy.
Hits.
You
They've
take
been known to
15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
They've been known to hate hate gnomes.
Alright, and Lilith.
They didn't go into my knife. Okay.
I mean, that one is literally just like chopping a now probably 5 to 7 foot pile of ogre flesh up into smaller pieces. It's kind of like just watching meat go through a garbage disposal.
I'm gonna hit that one.
Yep. All right, pew pew, hit. Still standing.
Okay. Well, that's all.
All right. Maya.
Punch, 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 punch. Knock prone.
Okay.
How many punches do I need?
So, yeah, let's see. So the second one knocks it down. Let's see if it gets up. No. So 2 punches and it's down.
Okay, then I'm gonna head to this one. And punch, punch, and I'm gonna try and knock it prone.
Okay. Cool. And that's what save? Dex?
Yeah.
What's the DC on that?
8 plus 3 plus 3. 14.
Rolled 17.
Oh, well, it's not prone then.
Okay. Cool. And that's it. Trogdor.
Oh no. These two that are left are about the same health, right?
Yeah, the one above you on the map looks a little bit more worn down.
Alright, I guess I'll go for that one then.
Okay.
12. It's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Bungdo the gnome.
Okay. Yeah, Bungdo the Gnome, you're up.
Okay. I cast Pyroblast, or fucking Produce Flame.
Oh.
Okay.
I was like, damn, we're gonna see the spell.
Warcraft?
On the one at the top right.
Okay. And you hit. And the thing is on fire and roaring, and it's a big, sloppy, messy scene.
I would like
But
to
it's still standing.
use a bonus action for Healing Word on myself.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Imagine Bungdo just looks down.
Solid
Stop
heals.
bleeding! And he just heals himself.
All right. Cool. And that's it.
Indeed.
Togar.
Alright, I'm face up with this guy. I want to say, hey, hit me, you jackass! And to drive my point home, I'm going to stab him in the chest with the dagger.
All right. Whew.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I'm going to poke him again.
Okay.
And then that'll end my turn.
All right. Still standing. Still big old nasty undead. Okay.
That's
So,
just nasty.
all right. Top one is going to attack. Oh, okay. Yeah. Both of them are going to attack Trogdor.
Bam. I'm trying, Trogdor.
I don't think an 8 hits.
No.
How about a 23?
Yeah.
That is going to deal not too bad. 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
6 to 9 HP.
Okay. That's it for them. Lilith.
Which one looks like it's more dead?
The one at the top, just barely.
Okay. I'm gonna hit that one.
'Kay.
No, I'm gonna hit the other one.
Okay. Pew pew, hit, still standing.
Okay. That's it.
Okay, Maya.
Punch, 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 knock prone.
Okay, so give me one punch at a time here. Okay, still up.
I had 2 punches. They're good.
Yeah, still up after the 2. So, okay, still up. And on that, it goes down. Prone or not, it drops, and then
Can I have it at least stay prone, even if it's...
yeah,
Okay.
that's fine. So yeah, it is still kind of struggling a bit, but it's kind of like down on its belly, just kind of reaching out towards you.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Trogdor.
Squish his skull.
Okay, let's see if it works.
That'd be with advantage if you've got.
That would be with advantage. So go ahead and roll again, just see if you crit. You don't. Okay. You partly squish the skull, but it's still like.
Do it again.
Just stay down.
Still hits. You're like smacking the thing's skull, just caving it in more and more, but it's still like through the broken face.
Let's see.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. Bungdo.
Briefly. I'd be on the one at the top.
Okay. Well, let's make another roll.
Another roll.
It's already down. Like it's on its last legs.
Yeah, but it's still
Okay,
alive, though, right?
Yes, and actually, as a matter of fact, that's a ranged spell attack. So yeah, I do need you to make another attack roll. That's a disadvantage. Well, never mind. You're not gonna miss. Fuck it. Okay, and you set it on fire, and it's like there's bits and pieces of it just melting away, like sizzling, and it's still trying to like claw its way across the ground. Still going.
I'm gonna open up a bar when we get back to Strauss and call it the Sizzling Ogre.
There you go.
All right.
Not the fiery ogre.
Nah, Sizzling.
Flaming ogre.
Okay. Anything else from Bungo?
I'm casting a word.
Okay.
On whom?
Me, of course.
Himself.
Yeah, it looks like himself. While you're doing that, then Togar, what you doing?
I'm gonna say, you know what? You're an asshole, and I'm just gonna just slice from his stomach, like, down on the one in front of me.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Mathematically, it can still make this save, so let's see. Nope, it's down.
Alright, and with my bonus action, I'm gonna look over at the one that's squirming on the ground and say, you shut up too! I'm gonna throw my dagger at it.
Okay.
You can't throw your dagger because you used your bonus action to talk to it.
Oh.
Let's see. So you throw your dagger into like the mush that used to be its face,
Yeah.
and there's still like this gurgling sound coming from it as it's still going.
I'm just gonna kind of throw my hands up exasperated in the air, and I'm just gonna fucking walk away. And that'll end my turn.
Okay. So yeah, this thing like okay. So it like fights its way up to a standing position, and at this point it's just kind of swinging. Okay. It swings at Maya.
Wow.
No.
That's a 9 to hit.
No.
Go down.
Let's see.
Is that if it hits, or is it if it just makes an attack?
If he attacks something else, and he's
No.
Okay, so yeah, it swings and just utterly whiffs, attacking Maya, and you see the flail come through and like catch it in the midsection, like, you know, rip out another chunk of its guts, and it collapses again. And still
chop it in half with bludgeoning damage.
I mean, I think we all know how this fight ends, so for the sake of just getting on with this,
He walks
eventually,
into my daggers.
It just rolls over blindly into the daggers.
yeah, I mean, you get to the point where it's just like in so many pieces, it's like more liquid than solid.
And then I acid splash it and burn that away.
There you go. So you have fought off the zombie ogres.
I put a bonfire under the pile of bodies.
Okay.
Oh.
So, that being done,
Just so everyone knows.
Hmm?
That bottom paragraph.
Yeah, I was just curious. I didn't know how Sentinel worked.
Neat.
cool. So, as you're sitting here burning up a bunch of ogre corpses, what's the plan?
Well,
How's everyone doing?
those
Ow.
things tickled me.
I'm fine on health, just low on key points.
Thanks to Bungo, I came out of that fight healthier than I was when we came in.
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Chugdar again. How much are we missing?
Only 10. Then
How?
Don't you have cure wounds?
I mean, I can use either.
but Cure Wounds is a lot better for if you can touch him.
Cure Wounds also does more generally, so in an effort not to overheal him.
He's passive aggressive.
Oh. Okay, I see.
I can just not heal him if you guys would prefer.
no,
This
but
is Bungdo's choice.
Okay.
Bungdo decided to use Healing Word.
he wanted to touch my
Stop
heart scale.
bleeding, damn it! That's Bungdo's healing word.
Stop it!
So about taking on the beholders. Let's do it.
Let's take a short rest. If we're
I'd
gonna
like
take
to,
on beholders.
Search the more intact bodies for any loots.
You find
Looks
a
like
loincloth.
stringed instruments.
Among other treasures, yes.
Okay.
You can
I
never have
happen to
enough
find a
loots.
Never.
Please tell me he found a loincloth.
Yeah.
I wouldn't wear it.
No, they're not wearing loincloths.
Gotta be slapping.
What are they wearing?
It's gonna be
I mean, he asked to let him find a loincloth. If he doesn't find a loincloth, there's bigger problems.
Literally.
Other than one of them would be the size of Bungdo, probably. A loincloth, I mean. He could use it as a fucking blanket.
It's the one.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Using the loincloth of an undead ogre as a fucking blanket. Do
It's
you
the most
want
metal
smallpox?
Let's see here. There may be some loots to be found here.
Come here!
Let's call it.
Oh, damn. That investigation roll.
I will help loot some other bodies.
Okay.
Find that
All
point.
told, you
Not too bad,
find you find 84 pieces of silver.
Not bad from undead creature.
Like, what are they
Mine
doing
suck
with
at
silver?
investigating.
I'm just kicking back against the wall watching Bungdo try to loot these things.
After it's all looted and whatnot, can I build a 2x3 wall of their corpses for cover?
I suppose.
I mean, I'm pretty sure at some point they'd just be burned to ash.
Or burning the bodies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aww.
Okay. Yeah. So what's the plan from here?
Well,
To
yeah,
the beholders.
Did we take a short rest?
You can.
We
I
should
don't
take-
need it.
Yeah, I don't need it either.
I will not benefit from that at all.
I would get my key points back.
I was your short rest, Brown.
Yeah.
I don't have hit dice anyways.
I mean, if we're going to fight beholders, I would like a short rest because having more than 3 key points would be nice. And I will get all of them back.
I'm just gonna walk over and hand Maya the torch. I want to sneak out to where the ogres were. And I'll just say, I'm not going very far. I'm just gonna go scout around.
I'm going to take a short rest while we burn the bodies.
That's fine. I just don't want to sit.
Then I get to summon Aletha.
I'll take as long a rest as I can.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, Togar, you sneak your way back out into the large cavern and kind of poke around the area where the ogres had just been standing around. Yeah, not really much new to see.
Are the eyeballs of death still floating off in the distance?
If they are, they're beyond your line of sight.
Alright. So, if I'm hugging that left wall, does it all curve around to where the... Like, is there just one entry, one exit to this area? This giant cavern?
So there's the southern entrance that you would have come through.
Mm-hmm.
There is a passage to your right after you've entered it. and then up beyond the central column, well, I guess how far do you want to go? Because this is a big cavern, and you probably can't see from like how far up this wall are you going? Because it's like, if you get to a point where you're like even with the column, let me see what you can see.
Yeah, because I mean, Lilith would have described how this area was, right?
Yeah, I mean to some degree. All right, so if you get up to like kind of even with the the far edge of the column, but over on that left wall, you can just barely make out a couple of large hovering shapes. Let's see what else. As well as what looks like kind of a split path. You see, instead of like a direct northern exit, there's one that kind of goes northwest and then one that goes northeast. The floating things seem to be in the northeastern one.
Would I have to get any closer to those floating things to check out the northwestern?
Yes.
I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
I'll just head back to the group and say, well, good news is Eyeball 3000s didn't see us. So, that's a thing. Bad news is there are 2 paths out. One to the northeast and one to the northwest.
Did we take a left to get where we are now?
What was that?
We took a right and then a left to get here, right?
You took a right, and then you took a left, and then you went straight. Well, okay, that's what got you into the room with the ogres. Where you've stopped, like where you just killed the ogres, yeah, you took a right, and then had just made a left.
Okay.
We need to go right.
Yes. So
away from the beholders, basically.
To the right was the glowy things, right?
No.
Oh.
No, that was like way circling back, like.
I'm talking about the glowing humanoids.
Oh, yeah. So if instead of making your left, you had made a right, there were those glowing humanoid things, which, for reference, are in a chamber about 100 feet away from you right now as you're all resting.
Okay, so we made a right, made a left, and that takes us into this the big chamber with the beholders.
Oh, right, left, and then instead of turning.
What?
Fuck. Right, then left, and then instead of turning right, you proceeded straight into the ogre chamber.
Okay.
Oops.
So if we'd have went right, that would lead into the glowy place.
If you had gone right when you went left, it would have led to the glowy place. Okay, hold on. There is clearly some confusion here, so let me pull you back to the map real quick. All right, so actually, let me grab everybody just so I can kind of show you what's up.
I can't see.
In the meantime, I'm praying to Bahamut for forgiveness and going to attempt to take a more kinder path.
Okay. All right.
Can I look into the details of this stuff I have all over my hands and see if it'll help my cracked fingers?
I guess.
Just the sloughy fat? No?
Sure. Okay. So those of you who do have dark vision, I've just placed you at the kind of entry of this cavern system.
Okay.
So you came to an intersection where you could go left, right, or straight. First choice was right, where you fought and killed a bunch of banshees.
Got it.
You then proceeded forward to the ashy, spoiled meat room. After which, there's another intersection. To the right is like your glowing humanoid room. Obviously, just above you is a bunch of dead ogres now.
And that's the left.
And yes, that's the left.
Gotcha.
So, then at the mouth of the ogre room, you could go straight into the ogre room, right there, or go right there.
And is that to the right? Is that leading to the same cavern we're in? Like we'd be in if we went straight?
No.
Okay. So I will scout down this area a little bit.
Okay. That will take you to a different battle map, so please hold as I look at it to describe things to you.
Am I able to use my inspiration when praying to improve the chances
I
of getting
mean, you're not really making a check, so no.
Aw,
All right.
persuasion check.
So as Togar kind of continues down the right hallway, he goes for like probably 50, 60, maybe 70 feet before finding a small chamber. Go ahead and make a perception check while you're there.
Ugh.
Okay.
Shit.
Yeah, so it seems to go, it's another kind of cross intersection. So you've got an unexplored path dead ahead, and to the left, and to the right.
Alright, I will turn around and head back to the group.
Okay.
I don't really want to move down any new passages.
Mhm.
So I'll say, alright, guys, this path here ends in a. You said it's a 4-way?
Yeah.
So we can go left, right, or straight.
We need to go right.
Yes.
Well, the right would be going down the hallway that Togar just explored.
Yes, so then right, and then get to the end of that and go left.
Well, yeah, I think it's right, and then 4 or 5 left.
No. It's right, left. Or yeah, you're right. It's right, left, left, left.
All right. So we'll say you guys take your short rest, and recover whatever you're going to recover from that.
How many hit dice to regain on a short rest?
None. That's only the opportunity to use them.
The long rest is where you regain half,
Half,
isn't it?
Yes.
I couldn't remember if the long rest was all and short rest was half, or whatever it was. But that's fine. Thanks.
Yep.
I overhit
Actually,
died myself.
Good.
Give me those 4.
Nope. Never mind. I cut my
Do we-
hand and heal for 4.
Do we successfully complete a short rest?
You do.
Awesome.
So,
That is
continuing
really-
on down the right path.
What?
Continuing on down the right path.
Sure.
Yeah.
And were you going to ask something, bro?
I was just gonna state, I didn't really realize until now because medicine head, but there was a couple times in that fight where I moved more than I should have.
Hmm.
I moved default speed instead of the reduced from my armor.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Now you
Yep,
need to
keep
make
an
a
eye
new
on that.
character. Cheating.
Well, I
Yep.
can balance you out because I forgot a couple of things that I could make that
Well,
check
Yeah.
on the end of every turn I used to.
there were
Key
multiple
points, so.
advantage points. We could have had advantage too, so we just didn't.
Yeah.
I'll sacrifice my inspiration if you want.
That's okay. I'm not worried about it.
A rock
Um,
falls and hits
alright.
you in the head. That's karma, bitch.
Indeed. Okay. So yeah. You collectively then move down that corridor to the right. And much as Togar had described, you come to a four-way intersection. I'd like everyone now to go ahead and make perception checks.
Should I do a new one?
Sure.
I didn't fail terribly.
I still failed pretty bad.
How far out are we trying to look? Because I don't know if it'd be normal or disadvantage.
Oh, I have disadvantage, don't I?
Oh, yes, you do.
Well, we got the torch still.
Oh, that's not bad. Okay. But I can only see so far.
Oh my god.
It's all right. So let's see. Did everybody make the? There we go.
There we
I
go.
get a plus. Oh. I don't have my mouse, so this is very difficult.
Okay.
What? No.
All right. So yeah. I mean, I would say everybody here except Trogdor immediately notices that about 15 feet into the room, there is a sudden drop off, and there is in fact a large circular hole in the floor of this cavern, probably about 35 feet in diameter.
I'm blind if I don't see that.
I mean,
Well,
it's
you
dark.
are. Yeah.
I think Aletha's gonna fly down that hole.
Okay.
I will take Mage Hand with the torch and put it as far down into the hole as I can without dropping
All
it.
right. All right. Yeah. I mean, you both kind of see the same thing. The bottom of this hole is lined with crude metal spikes.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Ugh.
Are there any
Alright.
bodies or anything down there?
No.
No.
Just spike
Well, there are plenty of ways around it. It's entirely circumnavigable. You just, if you don't see it, you fall into it. But yeah, there's probably a good 10 feet of walkable area on any particular edge of it.
Okay, so this isn't something we have to figure out.
No, it's just there if someone is like running and not being observant, basically.
How far down is it?
It's like a 25-foot fall.
Okay. There's nothing that we can see in the pit.
No. There are some visible blood stains.
Can I look closer in that area? Use like Mage Hand to poke around. I want to see if there's anything in the spikes from anything that fell in there.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
All right.
Yeah, you don't see anything.
Nothing? Okay. Are they like just pikes stuck in the ground, or are they like some really?
Yeah, I mean they're pretty crudely fashioned metal spikes.
I'm gonna grab one with Mage Hand and try to pull it out.
Are you gonna drop the torch?
No, I'll bring the torch back up.
Okay. Yeah, you grab it and try to pull it, and it doesn't budge.
Okay. Well. Oh well.
Give your mage hand the torch back.
Yeah, I'll give it back, and I'm gonna inspect the walls to make sure there's no like creases or anything that's gonna just push us into the fucking hole.
Okay. Make a fresh investigation check. Sure. So Togar, go ahead and do that with advantage.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
26.
26 it is. Okay. Yeah, you don't see anything suspect about any of the walls.
No traps or anything like that.
No.
Other than the noticeable hole in the
Oh,
floor.
yeah, there's the big 35-foot hole in the floor, but
Gotcha.
other than that,
All right. I will. I guess I'll continue running my mage hand along the floor, just making sure I don't. There's nothing to trigger, and I'll start my way across around the left-hand side.
okay. You do so, and you come to what is that left-hand path. It's about 20 feet wide, and as soon as you kind of step into it, you can see that it immediately bends around to the right.
So I did right, a left, a right, and then left around the pit, and it
Yep.
goes to the right.
Yeah, I mean, I just for simplicity's sake, I mean, unless you have an intersection, I would say it probably doesn't count in the whole
Okay,
left right thing.
gotcha. Okay, I didn't know if going around the right-hand side would cause issues. So
Yeah, no, it's just if there's a choice to be made, I think is kind of the idea there.
okay, all right. If nothing happens, I'll just get over to the other side and say, "All right, come on over," and I'll hold my mage hand out above the pit so people can like see where the edge is, so they can stay away from the edge.
Gotcha. Okay. So everyone heading over in that direction?
Following the torchbearer.
Okay. Cool. So if there are no objections, you're all then on the left path, and you see it kind of bending around to your right, seemingly opening up into a larger chamber by the looks of things from here. Let's see. I suppose.
Roll initiative. It's a pit monster.
That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You've angered the Sarlacc. Let's take a look at something now.
It's just a giant mimic.
Yep. The cave is a mimic.
Yep.
A whole mountain.
Make a mountain out of a mimic.
We are pretty screwed.
Let's see here. Okay. Just out of curiosity, what's everybody's passive perception?
16.
18.
18.
18. No, 16.
Okay.
17.
What's your strong door?
15.
Okay.
Do we have Blundo?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's yours?
My AC?
No. Passive perception.
Passive perception.
Oh, 15.
Okay. So yeah, you all, as you kind of peer around into this kind of not huge, but larger cavern than the 20-foot wide hallway that you're currently in, you see this kind of skittering, slithering movement across the ground before two distinct shapes, both of them considerably larger than yourselves, kind of slither out of sight behind piles of rubble.
Do they look to be slithering along the ground?
Yeah.
Alright.
And I think that'd be a good place to pick it up next time.
Aw.
Okay.